Welcome to the DSRX podcast, a raw exploration of regenerative relating through vulnerable shares, practical tools, and ecstatic experiments from our own long-term love story. Beyond traditional dominance and submission, DSRX names a new terrain, devotion and service, that include the cycles of RX as a central medicine for integrating deeper power exchange and erotic connection. Here we embrace the polarity paradox, structure with softness, discipline with holistic surrender, power with play, and conscious leadership with love, where sex, desire, kink, and the taboo ignite the crucible that turns heat into healing. Because intimate partnership is the deepest initiator, the most sacred undoing. For more about DSRX, find links in the show notes, and thank you for being with us.
This is Eric. Welcome back to DSRX. In the last episode, we talked about normalizing desire in yourself, owning it, hosting it. If you can't give yourself permission to have the desire, you're not going to give her permission to have the desire. But today, I need to zoom out a bit because desire, it doesn't live by itself in a vacuum, right? What we need to do is realize that it's shaped by the context. It's shaped by the energy, because desire in many ways is energy. And we need to know what the energy is in. The energy of desire is in a set and setting. If you've ever taken psychedelics, the experience you've had is not just about the substance. It's about your mindset going in. It's also about the setting you're in when it unfolds. The same principle runs straight into sex and relationships and leadership. Energy is underneath all of it. Energy is everything to do with sex, relationship, and leadership. And set and setting is the craft of energy. Think about it. Why do people pay big money for fine dining? You're not just paying for the food. You're paying for the lighting. You're paying for the music. You're paying for the servers. You're paying for the atmosphere, the vibe. You're paying for the architecture. You're paying for the feeling that you have when you're there. A fine dining server can be technically flawless. They can bring the food on time. They can hit all the marks, do it all perfectly. But if their energy is off, if at any time you feel them resenting their job, they do all the right technique, but you feel the resentment, the whole experience collapses. Transfer that to sex. How many guys get consumed in technique? How do I touch here? How do we move there? How do we have the right position? How do we do the thing? And how do we make it last? And yet, that's all just content with no regard for its context, no regard for the set and setting. If your set and setting is off, if your room is messy, if the phone's buzzing, if the TV's on, the music's off, something's wrong in the background, if the smell's off, your energy, her energy, is distracted. None of that technique at the end of the day will matter. The energy is fucking everything. It's the energy, the totality of the set and setting, the intentionality of the set and setting that creates the vibe. She doesn't want you to just do the right moves. She wants you to feel, she wants to feel you in the right energy. Think about this. Would you rather get an oral gift from a resentful woman who knows all the techniques, who knows all of the tricks, but her energy, she's resenting it. You can tell she's not into it. She's not there. Or from a woman who doesn't know any techniques, but she's lit up. She's loving it. She's desiring it. She wants to learn more. She's into it. She's purely present and being there. Energy beats technique every single time. It's the same with you. When it comes to sex, when it comes to relationships, the energy is everything. Your woman wants to feel you hosting your set and setting, not drifting. She doesn't want your collapsing, not your distraction. She doesn't want you resentful. This is what it is to become an erotic leadership. You're hosting with contextual awareness. You're deliberate about your set and setting. This becomes the superpower of context. Here's the truth. Most men, they don't even know that set and setting exists. They think sex is about friction, and they think leadership is about control. End of story. But the real power comes from when you get that both in leadership and in sex, it's all about context. And it comes from your ability to feel the room, the present room, the future room, metaphorically and literally. It comes from your ability to track your own body and her body, to sense her energy, to adjust the light, the sound, the tempo. That's what allows you to pivot as you need to. This is what makes you trustworthy to her. This is what keeps polarity humming. Polarity is energy. When we talk about polarity, it is sexy, hot energy. When you stop becoming the victim of your energy and you become the one who hosts the energy, you become the one who's in the masculine pole to create the situation where you can step into real power. How do we do this? Well, first, step one, practice this idea of no drunk drawers. You know those drawers that you have in your life where you just put random shit in there? No more of that in your life, anywhere, especially just your room. Is it just a junk drawer made bigger? Is your life a junk drawer? Look around. What's in the background of your life? What's in your bedroom? Is it clutter? Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the noise. Get rid of the interruptions. Get rid of the distractions. Clean it up. Is your phone just pinging and random shit? Organize that shit. Clean it up. Create agency. Order creates agency. Order gives you control of the scene. There is a place for order and leadership. It's just not the end of the story. Step two, control what you can. Surrender what you can't. Turn off the phone. Shut the door. Choose the music. Set the vibe. Set the lighting. Make the reservations. Map the route. Plan ahead. Consider her preferences. Consider your preferences. Visualize the details and take action to make it yours. Don't leave your set and setting up to chance. Or worse, she starts to take over because you weren't even paying attention. She's, at the end of the day, going to resent you for that. Step three, host your body. Presence isn't just in your head. In many ways, mindset, when we talk about set and setting, is actually body set. It's body set more than mindset, because your body's intelligence is what we need here. We need you to do the yoga or the martial arts or the breath work, something, anything that teaches you to feel your body. Your body becomes your navigational system in these situations. You can't feel her unless you can feel yourself. It tracks more data than your mind ever will. So this is how you become steady. And this is how you lead. You use your body to be steady, to sense and to lead, to read the room and the details around you, because you can do it faster than your mind will, and you can be scanning so much more immediately. This is why athletes can do so much, because they're not in their mind, they're in their body. It's primal power, and you will practice it the rest of your life. Step four, cultivate subspace in yourself. Host your own subspace. Because here's what I mean. Subspace isn't just for her. It's for you as well. Because anytime there's an ecstatic moment, a timeless state, when you can enter fully into these places, you're allowing yourselves to train your nervous system to be with the intensity of that. You start to understand what this means. You can practice this outside of the bedroom by going into cold plunges, by doing hard workouts, by meditation, by embracing every challenging thing in your life. Embrace aging, embrace injuries. all of them become fodder for leaning into sensation and finding the pleasure in the discomfort, because that allows you to build capacity in these moments that are really pivotal. Because when you're able to do that, then you can become nimble in the moment and you're not afraid of the set and settings shifting. Your body set can be maintained. Your mindset can stay still, even in the unexpected moments. At the end of the day, step 5, romance is set and setting. But romance isn't just about flowers and music and lighting. It's what I think of romance is intentional context. It's turning the TV off. It's cooking with presence. It's bringing the same care to life and sex and driving that a Michelin-star chef brings to plating a dish. Romance is energy, not props. I remember recently I made cinnamon rolls for Rachael. I mean, we didn't have much and she wanted cinnamon rolls. And so I actually just went in, put some butter in the microwave, mixed some sugar and some cinnamon in that butter. And then there were some shitty old rolls in the toaster, put those toaster rolls in there, pulled them out, opened them up, and just poured that shit over there. And these were not great cinnamon rolls. But I brought pure presence, pure energy, pure love, pure creativity, and served that and gifted it. And she loved it. Rachael received it. She received it as romance. She was delighted because romance is set and setting. Romance is not about perfection. Romance is not about performance. Romance is energy. No matter what, you can bring the wonder and awe. Romance is a mindset of certain delight. Romance is a setting of intentional care. Rachael can always count on this with me as her host. As I bring that to her, I can always count on her smile, on her giggle, on her melting posture, because she's my VIP guest. I bring that energy to her. So here's what I want to say with this. The set and setting is everything. Yes, the technique, the content, of course it matters, but it's not everything. What's everything is the energy, the vibe underneath it all. That's what matters ultimately, no matter what, all the time. That's what makes the difference. And that's what allows you that in any situation, you can be in a place of connection. And this is the difference between collapse and connection. So stop playing Russian roulette with your set and setting. Take back your agency. Clean your space. Host your energy and hers. Be intentional. Because when you do, it's all elevated. Life and sex become transcendent. You can take, I don't care how poor you are. No excuses. I did this with no money. In shit situations. You can always be a leader. You can always bring intentional set and setting. Your leadership in your love life, in your family, in your work becomes restorative when you bring intentionality to your set and setting. So thanks for listening to DSRX. If this landed with you, follow us on Instagram at DSRX_studio. Click the link in bio to get weekly emails where I share resources and practices to help you fully live this work. I'll see you next time. Thank you all. Appreciate everyone for listening. Thank you.